You are listening to Stream of Imagination from Perfect English with Danny. It's all about literature. Add a little bit of magic and inspiration to your English learning journey with Stream of Imagination. Welcome to Chapter 2 from Long Way From Home. Last time, George returned to the office to get his cell phone back, but that led to his coming face to face with the owner of the company trying to take advantage of one of the employees. George killed the powerful man by mistake and now had to find his way out of this mess. And he was not alone, he had Pamela alongside him. And the moment he tried to get out of the fateful lady's room, there was a flashlight pointed right at him. Let's find out what happened in Chapter 2 from Long Way From Home. I looked straight into the blinding light, trying to see whose hand was holding the flashlight. "What are you doing here, George?" Omar's voice sounded in my ears, calling me with my name and with no titles for the first time. "I am back to get my, do you usually leave your phone in the ladies, George?" Omar seemed to enjoy it. "What are you doing here anyway? Aren't you supposed to be at the main gate?" I asked, just trying to know if Omar had heard anything or if it were his regular patrol. "You know it's my job to patrol the whole empty building, George. Is there anyone else with you in there? I can hear the water running. Maybe somebody who needs a little cleaning up?" Omar was pointing at the ladies with that stupid smile on his face, which told me he didn't know what needed cleaning in the ladies. However, I didn't know what to say or do, for I also could hear the water running. Omar came closer, but fortunately security guards in our company did not carry weapons. "Stay where you are. Don't come any closer, Omar. You have no business to know who is inside that bathroom." I was pulling a threatening tone, or that was what I hoped. I could see fear striking in the eyes of that poor guard, who stopped at his tracks and moved back. Not with the meager salary the security company gave him would he risk anything at all. "George." My heart stopped when I heard Pamela calling my name from the ladies. I turned around and saw her head sticking out from the door, capturing the focus of Omar's spotlight. "What are you doing here, Omar? Go now, and I won't tell Mr. Rashidi that you have followed me here to the ladies," Pamela said with her usual firm, indifferent tone she used with almost everybody in the office. "I'm sorry, miss, I didn't mean to bother you." Omar seemed to have gotten the message. "Just forget what you have seen. I will appreciate it," I whispered in Omar's ear to make sure he got the gesture. He must have weighed the secret in cash. "Anything you say, Mr. George." Omar was smiling back now with the promise of getting a fair price for his silence, and judging by the look he gave Pamela, maybe a shot with the hottest lady in the company as well. "Hey, Omar, just finish your patrol and go back to the main gate. We'll finish in no time." "Whatever you say, Mr. George." Well, I became Mr. George again. Omar took the stairs back down and I went to the window to see if he got back to his station at the main gate. The man did not disappoint. "Why did you do this, Pam?" "What do you mean why I did this? The man was about to come in and see that old bastard on the floor." "But now it will look as if what?" "It will look as if we did this together, as if we were planning to do this." "What? Are you blaming me now? What was I supposed to do? Let you kill another man?" Pam's tone was not that friendly, but neither was mine. "What do you think I am?" I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I can't think straight." "What are we going to do?" Pam interrupted me. "Do you think I should have just left? Do you think I shouldn't have killed him?" "Listen, George, you killed no one. Well, not on purpose anyway. I was standing there at the corner feeling hopeless. I thought you would leave me with that monster. I will never forget what you have done." Pam cried and she threw her head on my chest. That was one time a woman's head was on my shoulder, and I could not feel the weight of a stranger, friend, lover, female, or even a human being's head. Nothing could have outweighed the world I felt on my shoulders. Pictures of my wife and children flashing past my eyes as if they were shooting away like dying stars never to come back. If only I could go back 1 hour in time. But wouldn't I have just done the same? Pamela interrupted my being lost in thoughts. She must have raised her head back up for some time, looking at me before she said, "You are right. Now we're both involved. Should we go to the police? I will tell them everything. I will tell them how you came in trying to defend me and, we can't do that. Nobody will believe us. Omar has seen us coming out of the ladies together, and you didn't make things easier by threatening him to leave. But even if they do, you know who the man I killed was. If you tell me we stand a chance against all his influence and political power, I might believe you. Stay here and call the police." Pamela followed me down the stairs as every camera in our way caught us going out. We passed the main gate where Omar was sitting in his booth, peeping toward us with a cheeky smile on his face. I didn't know why I smiled back at him and raised my thumb as if to tell him we understood each other. "We need to get in your car. My car is at home. Yes, I know you walk home every day. I've known you long enough, George." Pamela wasn't even looking at me. She had already reached for the keys in her purse and grabbed my arm, leading me to her car, which was the only one parked at the far end of the parking lot in front of the main gate. I didn't have to look, but I knew Omar was still watching. Thank you for listening to Chapter 2 from Long Way From Home. Now both George and Pamela managed to escape the building. But what are they going to do? Are they going to talk to the police, or maybe talk to some influential person to get out of this mess? Or are they going to escape? And if they escape, will they manage to get away from the hands of the police and the power the Rashidi family has? We'll find out in the next chapter. So stay tuned for next week. We will continue Long Way From Home. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you next time.